Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 3 Mage Edition. Today we're going to be going and killing Dancer. I know you probably wanted me to not do that, considering at last Let's Play I kind of just killed her early and did it, that way before, but this time we're going to be level 40 something. Should be a far sight more difficult. What level am I? I'm 42. Yeah, that should be a bit more difficult than when I killed her at like soul level 110 on my last character. So I really want to do this when there's a little bit more of a challenge. Excuse me, but before we go, one, I like to check this, because this is going to be important to me. Sweet. Okay. Now, if you don't know what the Seed of a Giant Tree does, I suppose I can explain it for those who are not really the greatest at being invaded. Yeah, instead of just you being, reacted to the enemies, they'll actually react to the invader as well. So if your invader's sitting there going, "Come on, man, just come over here next to a bunch of enemies. It'll be fine, I promise." You just go, "Nope," and throw one of those, and then they get ganged up on. It feels so good to do that, too. Because they came in there to grief you, so grief me, grief you, kind of thing going on there. Maybe I'm a little bit too gung-ho about punishing invaders, but you come into my game trying to kill me, you darn right I'll do anything I can to punish you. That's the way it goes. Oh, crap, I went down the... Oh, it doesn't matter now. They say, "Ah, crap, I went down too early," because I really kind of wanted to, go to the other place to get the shard, but I can do this. Just listen to me yammer on a little bit longer, if you would. For the new players, this is fairly important. If you don't know how to get this, all you have to do is buy... Where is it? I think it's under key items. You need to buy the tower key. You get that from the handmaiden, or shrine maiden, or whatever she's called in this. And just... Actually, I should probably do this first. And you can, buy it.
Me, pickled pea.
Now, the reason I'm up here is because you can trade away some items you don't really want or need. As I recall, if you drop a... No, not discard. If you leave a firebomb, I think you get, what, a large Titanite shard or something? I don't remember. Oh yeah, how many of those do I even have now? I have only one, because I upgraded my catalyst to +4. That's what that was. Siegbrow, I don't remember what you get. I remember it was pretty good, but I don't need it, so... Here, have a drink on me. I think it was something important. Okay, maybe not, but I like having that. What else can I give her here? I think you can also give her a prism stone. Fun little bit of knowledge that also used to be the reason why Sparkly, the crow's named Sparkly, she only took sparkly things like a prism stone. I have no idea why they named it Pumperum. I think that's supposed to be some kind of reference to like a literary thing, like a musician, like a Pumperum's like the sound of like a drum, isn't it, or something? I don't know. There's other things you can give her. I just don't have a list of it in front of me. I wish I did, but that should be enough for now. I just wanted to show that mechanic off for the new players out there. The whole reason I came up here was not for Pumperum or Pickle Pea or whatever you want to call her. This was the reason right here, and for safety's sake, in case I do fall, I'd like to have a chance of not dying here, because you can fall and die from here. Just be very careful. I think you can also trade if you go over here. I never tried from here, though, but it didn't... I don't know, I just never really thought you could. That's the reason I came up here, that Estus shard. That, and I don't remember what's over here, but there is a... Yeah. It's pretty obvious that there is, but, I mean, I guess you might not see it if you're not new to the series, maybe? I don't know. That's, I don't remember what this is. I don't think it's anything too important. Okay, so I was wrong. That is fairly important. Covet a silver ring, covet a silver serpent ring, I believe... ups your souls gained. So if you want to farm for souls, put that sucker on, you got it. So now that we've gotten through the basics of the tower, we haven't went through the advanced thing of the tower because we haven't gotten to the Cathedral of the Deep yet. Let's go to... Actually, before we do this, because I am not going to need 6 Ashen Estus flasks. At most, I imagine I'll need like 3, but I'll keep 4 just to be safe. But in case I do screw up, I would like to have a few... We'll go 4 and 4, just for, yeah. Excuse me. Because I don't think this is going to be too awful difficult, but I'd hate to run out of Ashen Estus at the worst possible time. That would be scary. Not really, I just have to poke her with the S-Stock, but I think last time I poked her with an S-Stock in co-op, I was doing like 80 to 100 damage per swing, which is not exactly great. By the way, I went and got the Crystal Infusion. I didn't actually put it on the S-Stock because I think Hetflix told me to get Simple Infusion, which I don't have yet, and I think I need to get to Anor Londo before I can even put it on it, but since the S-Stock's going to be my main weapon, I guess I'll just hold on to it and put the Simple on that, or I could put the Simple on offhand. That might be a good idea. I'm not sure if that's for PvE or PvP he was giving me that advice for. If it's for PvP, that makes more sense because you get a constant FP restorative with like little to no, bad things. But if you're telling me to do that because of like, that was the wrong thing to use. But if you're telling me to use that because of PvE, I don't see how 1 FP is going to make it all that much difference, like a regen, but it might. I might be wrong. How do you miss that, Barrock? I don't know how I missed that, but I did it. Reason I'm doing this is just because it's a lot faster doing this way, and I have more than enough Estus, I think. Or Ashen Estus in this case. And I made this run quite a few times already. Now, normally, you don't go and kill this lady. You can, as I'm about to show you, and you initiate a boss fight if you do so, but normally, I think, if you don't do this, after you kill 3 Lords of Cinder, you get teleported back here, and then she dies. Same thing basically happens, except this time it's cold-blooded more than anything. So, yeah, your time to die has come nigh. Or something.
What on earth?
Oh, for God's sake. There you go.
My dear Prince Lothric.
Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be great fun, for me anyway. I'm not gonna have time for the great heavies by myself, so great soul arrow spam, here we come. I suppose I'll watch this for the new players out there. It's one of the better intros to a boss fight I ever saw. Of course, that might be because I'm biased and I'm a man and I like seeing dancers' butt, but they're all different. Also because they really put a lot of time and effort and love into that. I mean, really, they put a lot of effort into her, I don't know if you call it mesh? I'm not a game designer, but they put a lot of detail into the textures of that boss right there. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be her being born out of the abyss or what in the world is happening there. They never really do say that unless I'm just stupid and missed it, which is a probable cause, but this is what a lot of people consider one of the harder fights in the game. Personally, because I fought it so often, it's not really all that difficult. I can screw up. I've done it before, but it's by and large a fairly easy fight. You just gotta know when to dodge and what to do. I mean, I'm doing a crap load of damage, comparatively speaking, now just by doing this. Don't get grabbed by that. That hurts like hell. Just gonna charge. I missed time to dodge. That's the one thing I can't dodge, is that darn charge. Everything else I can pretty much dodge. But that charge is just no. Just no. She can also follow that up. That's why I wasn't just automatically swinging there. She can follow up a lot of stuff with stuff she can follow up a lot of attacks with stuff you never really thought could happen. See, that's kind of a hard one to dodge. Not really, but as a mage, I don't really have to be up close. I can do up close if you want me to. Hell, I can try it right now just to do it, just see what happens, but see, I'm doing like 60 damage a poke here. Really, I'm just doing this to show off at this point, because, you really shouldn't be doing that if you're a mage, but at least I can just do that. It doesn't matter now. Well, if you're just gonna do that, I can just do this. Swing better! Man, you are really slow. And this is why I love this fight. You can just dodge anything and everything. Oh, I'm sure hosts hate me, because they're like, oh good god, this guy's gonna get himself killed. And sometimes I do, to be fair. But a lot of times I don't. Now this is where a lot of people die, because they aren't aware that she does that whole thing, and I just wasted a thing, because that darn thing. Freaking benches. I almost said something else. Oh god, that's not right. I didn't know you were doing that. Like I said, I can and will at times screw up. That's why I took the extra Estus. Oh god. That's the big twirly. Now you can just sit in there and roll through it, but it can really hurt if you screw it up. There you want to dodge to the left. If you dodge to the right, the second one probably will catch you. If you dodge to the right, or I think I got that backwards. If you dodge to the left or the right, you'll get hit. If you dodge to the left, normally you won't when she does that big two-hand swing. But yeah, it really just comes with experience. This fight, don't charge it in the second phase. She'll do spin afterwards. Took me a long time to learn that lesson, I'll tell you that. I don't know what she's doing over there, but it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. See, this I can actually use the time to use the Great Heavy Soul Arrow, provided she ever stops. That should do a fair bit more. I mean, I can show you the other thing. I got a really nice spell that helps in PvP. That's a fun one. Fair and Flash Sword really helps, because it has a really nice... It's like a long sword in like a sorcery bundle. Urgh! Does more damage than my S-Stock. I mean, crap, dude. Let's just do the fight like this from here on. I can do it. I just... Oh, that... No startup crap hurts so bad. Well, no more screw-ups for me, so let's do this. This should be a... It should be a fun one with no screw-ups. No, don't just... Jesus. Don't break lock on like that. Roll forward. There you go. You gotta learn how to be ballsy in this if you want to take advantage of her. That sounds really bad when you say it like that, but I mean... you know, hopefully know what I meant by that. Oh god, she's swinging again. And she's swinging again. There we go. Nope. No. Well, now I can actually go and do something what a mage should do and finish her like this. And that's goodbye Broadway. That is such a fun fight. I love that fight. Even if I did screw up a couple times, I mean, normally in co-op I'm a bit more cautious than just, hey, let's just go melee, guys. It should be fine. But that is, I love that fight so much. I don't know why I love that fight so much, but I love that fight. Like, I think the whole time I played Dark Souls 3, I think I fought her, like, I'm not joking, probably 150 hours of it in just co-op. Straight co-op Dancer. I love that fight. It's my favorite fight. Probably in the... Well, no. I was going to say, it might be my favorite fight in the entire game, but I do love the Lord of Cinder fight. The final boss fight is awesome. I love it. And that's coming from a guy who did it with an Ultra Greatsword his first time. That should tell you something. That was hard with an Ultra Greatsword. Oh, man. I mean, if you go strength build Ultra Greatsword on the final boss, or even Ponti Sullivan, you gotta learn how to get good really quickly, otherwise you're gonna get wrecked. And we're going intelligence. Well, actually, I might want to put a point or two in attunement, but... Need to get that up to 60 as fast as we can, so that's what we're doing. I don't mind using souls from bosses to level up. That's one of the reasons I did this. I'm a little over-leveled for Cathedral of the Deep, but hell, I mean, it's working. Now, one thing I don't want to forget to do, is the other thing I wanted to do today, and it's just enough time to do so comfortably, is I want to go talk to Yol. He's not dead yet, which means I didn't wait too long, which is really good. I think he only dies when you kill the Abyss Watchers anyway, but... Now, Yol here, for the new players, again, is a kind of... I don't really want to say a sacrifice kind of thing, but... He'll hollow you out in exchange for 5 free levels of... Well, 5 free levels. The kicker is, every time you die, you get hollow on your... Right underneath the level will say hollowing. When it gets to like 10 or so, you start looking like a zombie. Also opens up a whole new storyline for an ending. So if you want a specific ending, you gotta do this, and do not cure it afterwards. You can cure it, and Veronica will be curing it. Because she's not going for that ending, but
Our champion of Ash, this pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame. And I never would have, had you not taken me into your service. I thank you dearly for this, and assure you of my leal service.
Call me uneducated, but what in the world does leal mean? I don't even know what it means. Okay, I don't know why in the world he's selling. I guess in case you missed Orbeck, I guess he's supposed to be like, well, here's your some stuff. I don't know what the hell that's there for. He's mainly here just to draw out your true strength.
Then shall we begin? Bearer of the dark sign, let your true strength shine.
And now we get a free level up, and we will be leveling up intelligence. Oh yes. And now we have a dark sign on us.
Be safe.
The problem is, we only have one dark sign, or one dark sigil, I think. Dark sigils, the more dark sigils you have, where are they? I think they'd probably be under... Yeah, dark sigils, I think they go up to 6. No, they go up to 8. 6 if you don't do the storyline. So we'll be having 6. The kicker is, I think you can only get the free level ups every time you die and get hollowed. So I think the first one's like hollow level 2, and then 6, and then I don't know. I'm just gonna go kill myself a bunch of times essentially here. So, yeah. Be back when I got the enough hollowing for a free level up. Okay, we got 2 hollowing. I think that's enough. It should be enough to get the next level. Most people would probably recommend you just do this when you are playing through the game. You just die and then come back. I don't mean to sound arrogant here, but I don't think I'm gonna die 12 times before I kill the Abyss Watcher, so I'm just gonna do it manually.
Oh, I would do anything for my master.
You might want to phrase that differently. You know, if I was somebody else, I could really take advantage of that. But I'll just not do that. Intelligence, intelligence, intelligence. A mage can never be too intelligent. So, I'll have to go kill myself again and again and again and again until I get to hollowing level 6, I think. Yay! By the way, the fastest way to do so is run up here. If you try and run outside like I did, you gotta wait on the fog gate usually, and that sucks. Okay, so we're at level 6. I also forgot to mention that if the more dark sign, like every dark sign you have, you get another, per death you get another, hollowing. So I only need to die twice there to get to 6, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. Why do I always go the wrong way? Every time. From that, it's to the left. Okay, I don't know why I always get turned around in here, but I do. You want to guess at what we're going to be leveling up? You should already know that. The reason I waited so long to do this is because, you know, the higher level you get, the more these levels cost. I mean, you can do them all right at level 15 or 20 whenever you find y'all. I just... You know, I'm a stickler for efficiency, I guess, and would rather use those levels when they're worth a bit more. Alright, now that should be 12. Yes, it is. Okay, it's left. There we go. I almost forgot again. Even though I just said it not but probably a minute ago. Alright. This should be the next to last free level up we get. And I'm going to make every bit of use of it. Because once I get to 60 intelligence, I would like to get maybe 12 endurance and then put a little bit more in vigor and then start working on faith. Now, I should... how many sigils do I have? I have 4. So that should only take 1 more death, I think. If I can get my... Yeah, 1 more death will do it. I think it's 15 is the last one. I should look like a zombie after I die this time. Okay, so that should... I should be zombie now. Yeah, you see the top left? Look at the sun. That usually means that you're hollowed, man. Yeah, that's what you start looking like. And the higher you get, I think the more crusty looking you get. So that kind of sucks. It's this way, right? This way. There we go. But don't fret. If you do want to do this questline, you're not stuck looking like a horrible zombie forever. You can, once Yuria shows up, I think's her name. Once Yuria shows up, you can buy things called purging stones. They're fairly expensive if I recall, but they do reset your hollowing counter to 0 so you look human again.
Oh, I would... Then shall we bet?
But we won't be taking such half measures. We will be taking the full measures, and that means that we're going to be healing this. And you might be wondering, how do you permanently heal this? Well, that's part of the reason why I got the key so early. Because it's actually up by the thing we just were. I should have went up there when I went up there before, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. And I forgot, but thankfully the fog gates are not in place now. Also forgot a crystal lizard, so that should be noted. I'll go get that here in a minute. I don't remember what it drops. I think it drops maybe a large titanite shard, maybe a chunk. I don't remember what it drops. Now that I think about it... Oh, no, this should be fine. Patches isn't here yet. He will be. Normally, you're supposed to wait, I think, to go in here until after Cathedral of the Deep. But, hell, when do I do things in order? I mean, my first boss in Dark Souls was Sif the Great Wolf. I will never forgive that wolf ever again. Seriously, if you play Dark Souls 1, don't go to the Darkroot Gardens first. It sucks. You can bypass this by not picking up the Master Key, but the Master Key gives you so much freedom. It's addicting. I don't believe there's anything else up here. I looked around a good while my first time through. I never found anything else up here, so let's leave. I'm sure this is probably going to say, item ahead. Pointless ahead. Okay, they're actually, you know, being nice for once. Now, normally, if Patches is here, which I'm going to be going over this a little later anyway, you'll hear that door shut when you go up. And then that's locked. You can't open it. You gotta jump then. But we're not going to be doing that now because we don't have to. And what I do have to do requires me not to just do that. I have to go this way first. Now, hopefully, I can get this with a drop attack because this S-Stock is absolutely horrible for hitting things on the ground. It's terrible. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Where in the hell is it? Oh, great. I guess we just gotta drop and hope we can find it. Ollie oxen free, whatever in the hell that means. There you are. No! Stop moving! There we go. Oh, it's twinkling titanite. I don't know why I thought that was the large titanite shard. I guess it was wishful thinking. I really wanted another large titanite shard. But yeah, all you gotta do is go and give this to the Firekeeper, I believe. I've never actually done this before, but I'm not going to do it right now. Reason? Because I haven't had Yuria show up. She might show up, actually, if I reload. Let's try that. And the reason I want Yuria to be here is because I want to buy the rings off of her before I tick her off and she leaves permanently. Okay, so he should be dead. That's not something I usually say that all that often, but he should be dead. Yol will. He should be laying over dead. Yeah, he's dead. And Yuria should be right there. Yeah, there she is. So I didn't really think this through all that much. I need a few souls to buy this, so hopefully that'll be enough for at least one ring.
Oh, prithee, art thou good Yol's master?
I was.
I am Yuria of Londor, a close friend of his. Thanks to thee, Yol's soul is redeemed. Allow me to express my gratitude in his stead.
I never noticed she had that color hair before. I never really looked. And is she wearing a bowl on her? Oh, wait, no, that's a helmet. That's a very unique looking helmet.
Another matter. That a lord art thou not, bearer of the dark sigil, and our Lord of Hollows. For the time thou remainst our Lord, we of Londor shall serve thee. And I, of course, am also thine.
Get your mind out of the gutter right now. Oh my good God. Well, it looks like I'll be coming back here as a... after I do all that. Now this is fairly important if you want to learn dark magic. I do at some point want to learn dark magic, so I need to buy that now. That's another reason I actually forgot about, but that's a good reason to make sure you do this as a sorcerer. Dark Hand. Dark Hand's actually not all that bad for a low-level build, if you really want to go offense and just punch people because of the dark and all that, but I mean... I don't really know what the... I mean, I know it has a special attack, life drain and all, but... I think that used to drain humanity. That was fun when that used to work that way, but... yeah, the ones I want to make sure I get are the Untrue White and the Untrue Dark Ring. The other things I don't really care all that much about. Reason is, they're rings. They're one of a kind. You can't get them any other way, to my knowledge. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of buying those, and then next time I'll be, when we start, I will be curing that. And ticking off Yuria of Londor, because she gets ticked when you do that. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this in some way, shape, or form, and hopefully I shall see you tomorrow. Farewell, everyone. Until then.